What just happened? I'm Dan. That's Jules. That's Bag Face. And wow, okay, so we're talking the season finale of Dark Matter, episode 9 called Entanglement. Now I'm really hoping for a season 2. They really set it up nicely at the end there. We'll get
Yeah,
into it. What do you guys think? There's a lane for a season 2, right?
I think so.
Yeah, I feel like it was really good because they left it open for a season two, but if they don't, it's a nice ending.
I'm satisfied. Yeah, I
Yeah.
was gonna say the same thing. Like, I'm satisfied with how it ended,
Yeah.
like in itself, but I would love to see a season 2 of this.
Me too, me
Mhm.
too. It was a beautiful ending. I really like the music drops that they picked for this episode. So we have 3 giveaways to announce. First up, when we hit 5,000 subscribers, $75 in Venmo and 50% off to anything you want on our merch store. That's number one. Second giveaway, we're giving away one of these t-shirts. Stay tuned to the end of the video to find out how you can do that. It's our 4th of July Scene Invaders Edition t-shirt. And our third giveaway, stay to the end. It's a secret surprise. All right. This episode starts off with Jason 2 waking up and the bar Jason. Do you guys notice right away? This is the Jason from the bar because he had the scar on his head.
Yep.
Yep. He comes down. He's like, where are they? He's like, hey, I'm just like you. I'm looking for him. And he's like, bullshit.
Hey. I was there when you got this.
I know you're this Jason, and I think you are. Where are they? He's like, honestly, man, I don't know. He's like, well,
So you're fucking useless to me.
and he just beats the shit out of him. I thought he killed him at first. I really did.
He did too. Yeah.
Yeah, he was going crazy on him. So then we're with Jason 1. He has the family in the car. And how about this part? Danielle's getting multiple texts of being like, I'm the one that loves you the most. Be with me. Be with me. And then Charlie starts getting texts. Don't trust him. He's not your dad. I'm your dad.
Oh
So
my God.
Charlie's like, Mom, what do I do? And she's like, let's turn off our phones.
Let's turn them off, okay?
Let's turn off our phones, which is a smart idea. And then Jason's like, hey, I can't be the one to choose where we go. I know we're all trying to figure out where to go. They're going to think just like me. So then Charlie's like, I got an idea. So they go to his friend's house, Jane, this girl. Maybe he was romantically involved with her.
You just happen to know the security code?
By the way, Jason was like, I think he's been here multiple times.
I think he's been here more than a couple of times.
But anyway, they go into this house and Charlie asks Jason 1, are they really all my dad? And he's like,
Yes. No.
it's kind of complicated. And he's like, well, what do we do? He's like, well, first off, we got to get a good night's sleep and then we'll figure out what we have to do. Then Daniela, she's saying that she wishes she could go back to the way things were before everything. But then she's like, but now I'm worried about all these other Jasons and I really don't know what to do. And I'm kind of conflicted. What do you guys think about that? It was kind of like she understands.
Yeah, I mean, and I understand where she's coming from because it's like
Yeah.
she gets that like these are all her husband.
Yeah.
Like these are all the man she loves, just different versions of him. So like I can understand her not wanting to make a decision that's gonna necessarily hurt them. You know what I mean?
For sure.
It's so brain meltingly like I can't imagine the emotions you'd be going through because you know
Oh
it's
no.
all the same memories, all the same experiences with each other, but you have to pick one. It's
Yeah.
it would just suck. Yeah.
She just stuck
Not
with
only
Jupiter
that, but
Jason.
she has to like trust that Jupiter Jason is her Jason.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is the one we've been
Like
following for the show. So to us, that is her Jason. Yeah.
right.
Which, speaking of Jason, Jason enters a chat room called the Entanglement chat room, the title of the episode, with a shit ton of other Jasons, like hundreds of them. And then one of them says,
What if we tried joint custody?
and then the other one messages them and is like, we should team up and get rid of the other Jasons. Then we'll figure it out. So it's like some of them are already crossing that line to, all right, let's kill everyone.
I'm sorry,
And
but like who in their right mind thinks, oh, shared custody? That makes
yeah,
sense.
right. Can you imagine?
We're gonna
Hundreds
pass
of
this
other
woman-
people.
We're gonna pass this one woman around to hundreds of nearly identical copies of her own husband.
And would she just have to like catch them up every time? Be like, okay, this is what happened for the
Yeah.
last 3
Right,
months.
right. Does she like just like live stream her daily life so that they can all
Yeah.
watch it?
And it's funny later on when he tells her about that, and she's like,
Wow, holidays would be a nightmare.
so, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's funny. So then Jason 1 hears something outside, so he grabs a fire poker, but nothing happens now, but shit goes down later. And Daniela went to go relax at the beach. This is the next morning, and she admits that at first she liked Jason 2. She likes the way he made her feel. It felt like the beginning of their relationship, but that's all she wants to say. She does admit that she slept with him, and that's all she wants to say. And then Jason 1, he admits that he has thought along his life, like, what if I did continue my studies and I did continue pursuing my like career aspirations and everything like that. So Jason 1 kind of goes at this moment, he's like, that's what Jason 2 was thinking when he decided to steal my life, because he was having those same thoughts, like, what if I had the family? So that's all things that we kind of known throughout the series, right? But it's like cool to see Jason 1 kind of piece that together and kind of make sense of it in his own head. That's what I got with it. Then he says that he met another version of Daniela, the one who got killed, that didn't marry Jason. This is the one from Jason 2's world. And they both wondered if the other was happy. I thought that was really interesting.
Was I happy?
She wondered the same about you.
Both Danielas had the same thought, and they had completely different lives.
I love how honest they are with each other too throughout this episode. It kind of just shows like how linked they truly are, like this version of Jason and Daniela.
Well, and that's why I think that she doesn't have any issues believing that that's her Jason. I think she can just feel that that's the right one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
she just
other, I can't imagine, like, I'd be a strong enough man that I would tell my wife, I met another version of you. She followed her dreams and was a famous artist, and she was very happy about it. Like,
yeah, right.
Like, no, she was super sad. She hated it. Yeah.
She hated it. You're lucky that you picked me. Yeah,
exactly.
So then Jason wakes up and he's got Jason 2 tied up. So at this point, we know Jason 2 is not dead. And he's like, what'd you do with my phone the night you abducted me? What'd you do with my phone? So he grabs his phone, and then Blair's texting him. Blair's like, yo, I've been trying to get in touch with Daniela. Like, what's up? You borrowed my car. What's going on? And he's like, let's meet up. So that comes back later. And then Jason 2 asks Jason what happened to him along his journeys. And he tells him how Dawn killed his Daniela, which Jason 2 was upset about.
Your Daniela is dead. What? Oh.
And how Leighton had Ryan killed, and then how Amanda helped him escape. But then they went to this world. It was like the 8th door they opened or something like that. And it was this dark world where it looked like it was like maybe a fire took place or something like that. And then these big ass trees started to fall down, and one hit him. That's where he's got his scar from. But a huge branch basically impaled Amanda and killed her. And he grabbed her necklace, and he was wearing her necklace ever since.
Is that hers? Amanda's.
Yeah.
So that was kind of a nice token. That's just let Jason 2 kind of know how messed up he made everything for all of these Jasons. And then he shows him the chat room. He's like, look what else you did.
Yeah, and it just goes on.
Look at all these other Jasons are going through right now, dude. You caused all of this. And I think this is the moment where it really clicked in J2's mind, where he's like, all right, I'm going to try to help. And then people commented that in the live stream that he was going to help. So that's a good call.
Yeah. And like, I don't know. The only thing that I hesitate on is how easily that changed his mind.
Yeah, that's true. But he did seem really upset that Amanda was killed. That version of Amanda anyway was killed. And Daniela, his Daniela was killed. He seems really upset about that. But he's like, hey, I thought you would have loved my life. And that's why I did what I did. And I know that sounds crazy, but I thought you would have loved my life. And now Blair is headed over. She said she'll be there in 10 minutes. Then Daniela and Charlie update J1 about everything that happened while he was gone. Then this is when it clicked in my head. Shit, they have Blair's car.
You did kind of thieve my best friend's car.
She kind of let me borrow it.
They're going to track Blair's car. That's when it clicked in my mind. I don't know if you guys noticed it earlier, but this is the moment that it hit me. I was like, oh shit, they got Blair's car and they're definitely going to find them. Yeah. Enter Blair. Blair walks in. She sees blood on the floor. She sees the tape that was on the post. She's walking around. She's calling for anyone, saying all of their names. Then she walks in. She sees Jason tied up.
Jason?
Then Jason walks in from behind her.
I know this seems very strange.
He's like, yo, can you track your car? Yeah, but I haven't. He's like, give me your phone. She's like, fuck you. No, I'm not going to give you my phone.
That would be a solid fuck off.
Then she punches him in the face, tries to run off. He shoots at the ceiling to get her to stop. He's like, yo, give me your phone. We won't have any issues. And then she's walking towards him. Boss move, pulls out some mace, pepper sprays this motherfucker.
Love her.
So
grabs the gun, and she says,
what the actual fuck fuck is going on?
Wait, they never really clarify this, but is she dead then? If they basically get her phone and find out where her car is, does that mean like Jason got her?
I don't think so. I think they probably just talked her through it. I
Hmm.
doubt, because she had the gun. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
She was in the position of power. So I think they just convinced her to let them track her car and
I
like,
mean,
all
yeah, that'd be
right,
such a mind fuck that I'd be like, take
here.
my phone.
Yeah, here.
Like, what?
Go.
Yeah.
Just bring me my fucking car back. Yeah. Something like
Yeah,
that.
right.
So then Jason, while this is going on, he's trying to explain to Daniela what the other realities are like. And then she's like, hey, were you ever tempted to stay at any of them? And he's like, hey, at one point, I almost lost hope, but I made it and I don't regret it. And we know it's the utopia world that Amanda chose to stay. That's the one that he was tempted to stay at, but he decided not to. And then they dance to Coldplay, which is a very nice song. It sets the mood. And Danielle is looking at the chat, which I thought screwed them, but it didn't. And then Jay says he's proud of how Charlie is handling this, which, do you guys agree? Hell yeah. He took it like a
Yeah.
champ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I certainly
Seriously.
would not have handled it that well, especially at that age.
Yeah.
I feel
because
like
we all,
being a teenager might be an advantage though, because you just be like, wow, this is like a movie.
yeah.
Your brain just continues being a
Yeah, I mean, I
teenager.
guess that's fair. Like teenagers usually don't really know what the fuck's going on anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we all said last week, like Charlie has no idea what's going on, but he really took it all well. And then Daniela go into the other room and they get it on to Coldplay. So there you go. Daniela tells him that she went on the message board and said she made a choice that she wants to be with Jupiter Jason. And Jason goes downstairs to get some water and he sees someone run by. And this is when shit starts to get crazy. So he walks outside. Blair's car's tires are slashed. He's walking around with his little fire poker as his defense mechanism. And he sees another Jason on the ground dying. And he's like, who did this to you? And this guy goes, one of us. I don't want to die. Help me. He's like,
How many are here? Oh, I gotta die.
and he's like trying to get answers out of him. And then he goes inside, locks the door. One of them's behind him, has a shotgun. Now, I'm not sure if this is Bar Jason or if the guy who shoots the car later on is Bar Jason. Do you guys know? It doesn't matter.
I don't know. It doesn't.
Yeah,
There's
I'm
so many
not-
fucking Jasons.
Not entirely sure, but I'm not sure it matters either.
Yeah. So this Jason has a shotgun and he's like, yo, take off all your clothes. His goal was to just basically assume the role of this Jason and get away with Daniela and Charlie. And he's like, what's the safe word? Tell me the safe word. I know you got one.
Do you have a safe word? Safe word.
J1 goes, how many have you killed, dude? Like, you're a psychopath now. I'm not gonna like let you take my family. So then he pops up, disarms him, beats on him, and then J1 starts getting beat on, but then the other Jason gets shot and then shot right in the head. And who is it other than Jason 2 coming to the rescue? Who would have thought? Not me.
I know. I
Not
kind of
me.
for a split second thought it was Daniela, which would also have been pretty
Yeah,
cool.
that's what I thought too.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
That's what I thought made the most sense. But it's J2. And he's like, yo, I made the box. I caused all of this. I'm sorry.
I'm not gonna stop you. It's not why I'm here. I'm the one responsible for all of this mess.
He's like, how'd they find you? He's like, well, we tracked Blair's car, but they tracked our car. So then they followed us here. Sorry, but I'm not here to stop you. I'm here to help you. And he's like, what do you mean? He's like, here, take my car keys. Go, leave. I'm here to help you. Take the gun. I'm here to help. And they're like, well, lead us to the car then. So he leads them out to the car. And before they leave, he goes, hey, this belongs to you.
This belongs to you.
Gives them back the wedding ring, which I'm like, J2, dude, cool, man. You're not totally forgiven, but cool. Nice.
He's still a Jason.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
at his core.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also still an asshole, but like
but cool.
still a Jason. Yeah.
Nice job.
Cool.
Nice job. And then this is the other one that I think might have been Bar Jason. He's shooting at the car as they get away. Well, I don't know. Let us know in the comments what you guys think or if it matters where Bar Jason ended up. And they get away. And J2 left him all the ampules he had. I'm surprised he didn't keep any for himself.
Technically, we don't know that he didn't.
True, that's true. That's true. Good point. Because we don't know how many they had. They said we had about 40-ish. So he could have saved some for himself. That's true. But not only did he leave that, but he left Max's ashes.
You brought Max.
Because he knew that he was sending them off to a new world. And he left them a phone and says, play the voice memo. And in the voice memo, he's talking about his regret, how when he stumbled upon this world and he saw them so happy, he was burned with envy. And then we see during this scene, J2 is holding Amanda's necklace. I wonder how he got that. Or if he just asked Bar Jason for it, or he killed Bar Jason. I don't know. But he ended up with Amanda's necklace. And he's looking at it, and we see he's now filled with regret again because of all of his decisions led him to this point, and it's just wild. And in the message, basically, he's like, "You're not safe. You guys need to go find a new world," which we all figured that was the case, right? Everybody.
Yeah.
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 It's the only solution to the ridiculous problem that they are in.
Yeah. So,
I would still love to know how they're gonna fix that, but
I think
that's why we need season 2. That's why we need
that
season 2.
world is. It's like, in Rick and Morty when they're like, okay, this one is a garbage world. We're going
Yeah.
to the next universe. Yeah, that's kind of what that felt like.
Guys, the ending scene was so well done in my opinion, especially the last like a minute and a half was like mind-blowingly so well shot, so good, so cool. Tied up like so many loose ends within a minute and a half. So cool. But first,
I know.
they get to the box and there's just fucking sea of Jasons there. A sea of them. And it looks like one of them is the leader and he speaks for everyone else. And he's like, "Hey, we're not here to stop you. We all came to say goodbye. We understand you choose this, Jason. And we want you safe.
I just want you, Charlie, be safe.
And we want this Jason to take care of you." And they say that to him. "Look, you better take care of them.
Take care of them.
We're all willing to let you go and say goodbye." There's a couple people that try to stop them, especially when they're walking towards the box. This one guy goes, "Why does he get to have them?" But they're like, it's not, doesn't matter what he gets. It matters what she and Charlie want. So he's like, "Okay, that's fine with me." So they slowly but surely make their way to the box. The leader of all these Jasons shouts for everyone to move, and they go inside the box. And then we see Ryan making more of the drug. Which Ryan is this? Any theories on that?
Oh, that's Brian from Jason 1's world for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Oh yeah.
Because we see him at the end too. Cool. All right. So cool. This part is mind blowing. So we see him making more. We see Dawn with her fingers cut off. She is not with Leighton, and he's not back yet. So we don't know where he is at this point, but she's still alive. And then we see Blair, the Blair that we saw earlier on that wasn't ready to leave. She gets into the box again, and she's going to go travel again. So she's finally ready to
very
move
happy.
on.
I'm happy we tied that up.
You said that. You wanted that. So that was a really cool loose end to be wrapped up. Then we see Party Leighton continuing his journey. We know it's Party Leighton, by the way.
So dope.
He's dressed and he's smiling and he's having fun. He's having a ball. So he's happy with his decision.
You also notice this is like a small detail, but when you use a lot of drugs and people inject a lot of drugs, if you go into the same vein a lot, it like collapses your veins, so you can't use them anymore. And he's shooting it between his fingers.
I did notice that.
Just like he's been using so many ampules that his like veins are. That's wild, man. I like the outfit too. That was a good fit.
He looked fine.
Oh, it was a great outfit.
Yeah. I like that Leighton. I would party with that Leighton, And then we see Amanda. She's happy in the Utopia world. And we see the family. We see Daniela, Charlie, and Jason in superposition as they're trying to decide what door to go through. And then we see someone approaching Amanda as she's meeting with a friend, and someone comes from behind, and it's Ryan. And she's like, "Do I know you?" And he says,
No, but I've been looking for you.
So sick that this happened. Love that this happened. What about you guys? So happy.
Oh, so great.
It was like perfect.
I feel like we got like a lot of bits and pieces of like different theories that like actually like panned out.
Seriously.
Which is nice.
Seriously. Yeah. It was really cool to see that.
It was nice. It touched on it enough that if there wasn't a season two, I'm like, this is fine.
Right. I'm like, okay, cool. Yeah.
But it just leaves that little crack of a door open where I'm like, you could open up that door. I kind of want to see what happens with Ryan and Amanda.
But also it gives you enough info to kind of like draw your own conclusion if you have to.
Well, I could definitely still see Daniela being like, where'd my Ryan go? In season 2, they go find Ryan, which brings Jason 1 back into the story, which is probably necessary because he definitely carries this show. He's crazy.
Yeah, Joel Edgerton, man, take a bow. Such a good job.
So good.
Unreal.
Such a good job. Played so many different versions of himself, especially in the last couple episodes, and
that in itself is just incredible.
Yeah.
Oh, that sequence with all the Jasons in the room, I was just thinking, a man's must have
Just
taken
thinking.
like 7 hours of costume change. There's so many
Right.
different fucking
Yeah.
outfits.
But like, even like you can even tell like there was differences in posture, just like their mannerisms.
Yeah.
Just it was insane. I loved it.
So good. So good. And then the final shot, we see Charlie is the one who opens the door and they're off into who knows where. We don't get to see it. Hopefully we get a season 2. Let us know if you guys want a season 2 and how much you love this show all along. Thank you for following us with it. It's been such a blast. Closing thoughts before I talk about the giveaway? Go ahead.
Definitely think that they did that on purpose, because if they don't get a season 2, it's like, oh, they got their happy ending. If they do get a season 2, they were walking into Ryan's world.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Yeah.
I think you
I'm
can
with
tell
that.
by the light when they open
Yeah.
the door.
Yeah. Oh God, so good. Okay.
So good. I was thinking the same thing. Like it's just perfect ending or perfect continuation. I love it.
Yeah.
I'm with that. I'm with that. All right. Let us know your guys' thoughts and here are the giveaways again. Once we hit 5,000 subscribers, we're giving away $75 on Venmo, and you can have 50% off on anything we have in the merch store, including this shirt. And if you want to win one of these shirts, follow us on over to our coverage of Presumed Innocent. The best theory before the 4th of July wins one of these 4th of July edition shirts. So follow us over to watch Presumed Innocent with us. It's a great show. If you haven't started it, start it. And then the last giveaway, one of our viewers, Dan Garman, he's a writer. And if you like this kind of a story, you might enjoy his book. It's called Time Flying. He has 5 codes for a free download. So what I'm going to do is put the instructions in a comment. I'll pin the comment. The first 5 people to go claim his book, you get a free audiobook. So thank you so much to Dan Garman for giving away 5 copies
That's
of your book
awesome.
to our viewers.
Thank you,
I think that's
Dan.
really cool. Audiobooks are a great time. Audiobooks are a great time. They're a lot of fun. I love listening to audiobooks. And we also have codes to listen to his book, so we'll let you know when we listen to it. But yeah.
Give him the
figured out-
lasers, Dan. Give him the lasers.
Let's go.
I don't
Awesome.
got mine right now.
Awesome
That's a
show.
great
Hell yeah.
Oh, you
I
do?
do. Sick.
Nice. I'm still the only one who doesn't have it.
Just imagine them on Jules. That's all.
No.
All right. We love you guys, and we'll see you for Presumed Innocent, for The Boys, for House of the Dragon, and we'll see you for Only Murders in the Building, and so much more. We're going to be covering a shitload this year, so hit that subscribe button if you enjoy our content, and thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Later.
Bye, guys.
What just happened?
What just happened?
What just happened?
What just happened?
That just happened.